From 1997 to 2001, the Cherokee XJ had optional heated side view mirrors. In order to get them, you had two prerequisite options. The rear defroster, which yes, was optional, and you also needed power mirrors, which became standard in 1999. Heated mirrors only have any real function where it gets cold enough for ice to form on them. Obviously, if you live down south, there's no reason to get them, but in the frigid winters of the Midwest, having the ice automatically melt off your mirrors is pretty damn nice. Almost too nice for an XJ, honestly. If your XJ has power mirrors and a defroster, this is a direct, bolt-on, plug-and-play upgrade. Extremely easy, as the wiring is already there. All we gotta do is replace the mirrors. The only tools we need to do so are a screwdriver and a T30 Torx bit. To get the mirror off, the tweeter panel has to be removed, and to get that off, the door panel has to come off, and to get that off, the window crank has to come off. There's an annoying metal lock pin that needs to be pried open with something small enough to fit in there, and these always go flying, so cover your eyes and listen for where it lands. This is legitimately where this landed. I did not put it here, this is actually where I found it, so be ready for that. On models with crank windows, the power mirror switch panel just pops upward and out. A few Phillips screws on the door panel, and then panel clips lining the outside of it. Lift up on the door panel to unhook it from this notch at the top, and then remove the plastic retainers for the lock and handlebars. Unplug the mirror connector and note the wires here. If there's wires going to all 6 of the pins, the heated mirrors will work. If there's only wires to 4 pins, then you'll only have power mirrors, not heated. The tweeter panel, I guess technically called the flag trim, has a single screw and a panel clip. This mounts the same whether you have the speakers here or not. There's foam insulation stuck on the door here, try to preserve that if you can, but behind it are 3 T30 Torx bits. As you loosen the last one, make sure to hold the mirror. A rubber grommet seals the wires. That just pops out, and as you can imagine, installation is the reverse of the removal. Put the wires in place, attach the grommet, and carefully balance a screw to put it in place. Believe it or not, the bolts that secure the mirror actually have a torque spec of 38 inch-pounds, which is only 3.2 foot-pounds. Makes you wonder if they actually followed that when they built the things. With the door panel off, I wanted to investigate my driver front speaker that stopped working a few months ago. I calculated the wires in the door jamb probably broke, so I tore that all apart, and to my dismay, everything looked good. Turns out the connector on the speaker itself is what broke, so that was a big waste of time. A reminder to always start with the simple stuff first. I replaced the speaker and put all the wires back in place. A quick test of our power mirror functions. I can't really test the heating element without ice forming on it, but I shouldn't have to wait long for that to come back. Install the tweeter panel, then the door card. Attach the handle and lock bars, plug in your connectors, and pop the mirror switch back in the armrest. Clever trick to get the window crank on. Install the metal clip halfway, then put the handle on, and then press the clip in with whatever you use to get it out. Of course, repeat this process for the passenger side, and now you have heated mirrors on a Jeep, which pretty much makes it $1 million Mazda. Happy April Fool's Day, Jeeples.